Hi Eddie, so I want to make this video for you quickly just to clarify what we spoke about for your breathing exercises as well as your Marma points, those pressure points that are going to help you get some sympathetic nervous system cool down and some relaxation. So the first point that you want to look at is on your bicep. If you have your arm hanging down comfortably, it's between the shoulder and the elbow, right there in the middle on the bicep. So if I was to flex my bicep, the highest point right in the middle, and you want to find a spot that you'll feel where it feels right, and you just want to press down in there with two fingers. You can gently work it in circles one way or the other, or you can just hold the pressure, and that's on both arms for 5 minutes. Your next pressure point is on the forearm between your elbow and your wrist. So right in the middle, if I have to see the distance between my elbow and my wrist, it'll be right there in the middle. And I'm going to do the same there. Just hold that pressure point with two fingers for 5 minutes, either massaging or just holding. The next pressure point, you said you're already doing like at the bottom of your foot. So if this is the instep of the foot, you want to be right there in the middle. And make sure that you get some good pressure in there. That's why it's very good if you have a tennis ball that you can stand on. You can use the tennis ball. And then the last pressure point is at the base of the thumb. So you're going to look at where your thumb meets the wrist. There's a funny little bone there. And that is where you want to be pressing. So you're going to relax your hand any way that feels relaxing to you. Maybe hold it this way around. Just find that point where the thumb meets the wrist, and you're going to press there for 5 minutes, both hands. You can either decide to just do the biceps one day or just the forearms, or if you've got the time, then take the time to do all of those. For your breathing exercises, you'll see on your report I wrote analoma viloma. That means alternate nostril breathing. It's very simple. You're going to take your right hand with your index and your middle finger, place it between the eyebrows. First, you're going to close your right nostril with your ring finger and inhale through the left nostril. And then you switch fingers and you exhale through the left. And then you're going to inhale left, switch fingers, exhale right. And then you're going to carry on like this for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, as long as it's comfortable for you. Just inhaling on the one side, exhale, and then inhale, and exhale. Obviously, you're not going to be moving around so much. Just wanted to demonstrate so that you can see when I'm actually inhaling and exhaling. Very important with your breathing is we want to teach you to belly breathe, because if we breathe up here in our chest, the receptors tell our adrenal glands to release cortisol, and this is what we normally do, is breathing up here. So to determine where you are breathing, you can do a very simple test. Put your thumbs under your arms and your fingers over your chest, and then take a deep breath. If you inhale and your fingers come apart, you know you're breathing with your top lung. You don't want that to happen. You want to breathe so that you really get a belly movement. Your diaphragm, when you inhale, must relax, and you're really pushing out the stomach like a little Buddha belly, and then exhale in the stomach as well. So that might take some practice because we're so used to breathing up here. So you can do an exercise for yourself to have your fingers there and see if I'm breathing. Is this happening? Or is this happening? So I'm not sure if you can see, but you can see there with my fingers together, if I breathe in my tummy, there's nothing happening with the fingers. If I breathe in my chest, they come apart. I don't want to breathe here. You can actually even train yourself to extend your belly and then your ribs, and then your upper back for a full breath, but we'll get there maybe in a month or so. For now, just focus on when I'm breathing. If I put my hands on my belly button, you see it must all happen here, because then you're filling up the bottom portion of your lung. Very, very important. And then one last breathing exercise that I can show you that you can either do before you go to bed or any time of the day. This is a wonderful way to completely clear your mind. So it might feel a little bit weird or different or strange in the beginning because it's not something anyone ever teaches us. But you know what, as we grow up, we are so much less inclined to be embarrassed. And I feel you, if anything can help you sleep, then do it. This is called Brahmari breathing or bee breathing. The Brahmari bee is a giant bee that lives in India. And you want to actually feel or sound to yourself like you are this bee. You only need to do 5 to 7 rounds, so it's not a long exercise, but it's extremely effective. Firstly, place your thumbs over the tragus of the ear, over that thing. You want to push down both ears to cover your ears. You're going to take your index and your middle finger, with your middle finger holding down your eyelashes and your index holding down the eyelid very gently. And you're going to place your ring fingers on the side of the nose. So now keep your ears covered so that no sound comes in, and your eyes covered so that no sights can come in. You're going to inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, you're going to make a sound, but you want to block your nostrils almost completely to slow down that breath. And you'll feel it vibrates completely in your head. So if you have a headache, don't do this. But just before sleep to do this, it's great for sinus congestion. And you'll feel it feels so noisy in your head that everything else just goes away. And it's amazing to calm yourself down. So I'll demonstrate a few rounds for you. Fingers over your eyes, thumbs in your ears to press down and completely close. Inhale through your nose. And on the exhale, keep the mouth closed and almost completely close the nose to slow down the breath. So like this. And then inhale again into your belly. Next round. So you'll, as you empty your lungs, now I'm blind. As you empty your lungs, you'll feel that it vibrates in your nose. You actually sound like a bee in your own head. So that is a wonderful way to get that mucus decongestion, to get the brain to just release all of the distracting thoughts. So that's a wonderful way to calm yourself, get yourself into bed. And like I said, you only have to do 5 rounds, so 5 inhales with 5 bee breaths. You can go up to 7, but don't even do more than 7 because it becomes so much. And you'll feel then that when you release, if you're lying in your bed while you're doing it, just stay calm. And that silence after all of that noise in your head is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And then you can start just in your head, when you finished enjoying the silence, do that little voice mantra, just something monotonous. You can go bum, 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 even just in your brain, in your head, silently, or yum, yum, or hum, hum, anything with an ah sound to just get that feeling in your head. Or as you do your breathing, breathe in, so, hum. So in your head, you're going to go so, hum. Very, very calming thing to do just before bed. I hope this helps.